Welcome back. As we celebrate Valentine's Day today, one well-known and well-loved Western New York family hopes that you share this day with your children. They will be celebrating the life of the special little boy who would have turned 17 today on the birthday that he shared with his father.
A 2nd and 14. Kelly goes the middle. Touchdown, Buffalo.
The way he threw a football, you'd think Jim Kelly was put on this earth to play quarterback. But the Bills Hall of Famer sees his purpose here a little differently.
I've been challenged my whole life. You know, from the time that I blew my shoulder out my senior year in college, they told me I would never play football again, to be drafted by the Bills where I didn't want to play, and to ultimately one of the best decisions I ever made, to not winning any of those Super Bowls, going back to back to back to back. And it's almost like the good Lord was testing me and getting me prepared what was down the road, and that was with my son.
Almost 20 years after retiring from the game, Kelly's still spending a lot of time on the road. His mission, making sure that in the future, families don't lose children to Krabbe disease and other leukodystrophies, like his did when they lost their son Hunter.
It's sometimes where it is hard in my gut when I start thinking about what I could have been doing with my son. I do a lot with my nephew, Zach, who was born 11 days before my son Hunter was. And when I take him hunting or when I go to his football games, yeah, it hurts because I know what I could have been doing with my son. But the thing is, I know what my son's doing for other families, and I know why I travel all over and try to let more people know the difference that they can make through us.
Jim and Jill Kelly founded Hunter's Hope the same year that Hunter was born. 17 years later, Western New Yorkers are familiar with the rare sickness Hunter had. New York State now screens every newborn for Krabbe disease at birth, but that's not enough for Kelly.
Not all these states are up to par. Some of these states are lagging way behind. And when you find out that thousands of babies are dying every year in our country because they're born in the wrong state, you know something has to be done. And I cannot believe we have not done it yet.
Hunter's Hope is working in Kelly's home state of Pennsylvania in hopes that it will become the 6th state to pass legislation adding newborn screening for Krabbe and 5 similar diseases to its newborn screening panel. Jim even traveled to Washington, D.C. last fall to meet with federal lawmakers about funding research and expanding newborn screening programs across the country.
I'm not stopping until every state tests for the maximum treatable diseases, and if it takes me going to the White House and pound down their doors, I guess I might get arrested for doing that, but we need to move faster than we are as far as legislation. Yeah, I got to go state to state, but it shouldn't be that way.
Whether on the field or off, most can only dream of accomplishing what Kelly has.
I'd love to say is, as a little boy, I had dreams in my life, what I wanted to become. I fulfilled my dreams. Let's give these kids a chance to dream like I was able to do as a little boy. I remember my dad telling me a long time ago, when you walk out that front door, son, remember you represent the Kelly name. Well, when I go on the road, I represent not only the Kelly name, I represent Hunter's Hope and my son. So we always want to make sure, and we want to continue to make sure people know what Hunter's Hope's about, not just what we're doing here in Western New York, but throughout the country.
And we're bringing in the executive director of the Hunter's Hope Foundation, Andrea Moran. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
This is a special day for Hunter's Hope.
It is, yeah. Governor Cuomo declared today Hunter's Day of Hope and Prayer for Children across New York State. So we're really thankful that he did that for us.
And we learned a little in that piece about the advocacy efforts that Jim and Jill are promoting through research and through going across to the country and meeting with different legislators. But that's not the only thing that Hunter's Hope does. You also bring families together.
We do. We have a whole family support program. We have different programs that support families affected by Krabbe and leukodystrophies. We serve over 700 across the world, a lot in the United States. We also do research. In downtown Buffalo, we have a research institute located here. It's a partnership with UB, and we do a lot for advocacy for newborn screening.
And on this day, this Valentine's Day, the day that Hunter was born 17 years ago, and the birthday that he shares with Jim, it must be a time for everyone in your organization to just kind of pause and reflect on all that you've accomplished.
It is, and it's a time for us to really be thankful for the job that we do. You know, we're privileged. It's an honor to be able to serve these families both in Western New York and across the country.
And like we heard Jim say, it's kind of a day that they are encouraging people, whether they've been affected by this or not, not to just celebrate their children on this Valentine's Day, and there's a special event that they're hosting tomorrow at the Fieldhouse to do just that.
Right, so tomorrow from 1 to 4 we'll be at the Fieldhouse. So we usually have around 4,000 people that come out. Thankfully, we have a lot of donations from businesses and organizations across the community, so we're able to provide food, entertainment, activities, all free to the community from 1 to 4. And it's just a time to celebrate and to thank God for your gift of children.
That's right. It's going to be from 1 to 4 tomorrow. I'm going to be there at the Healthy Zone Fieldhouse.
Thank you for doing that. It'll be fun.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Andrea Moran from Hunters Hope, thanks again for being here today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Lauren.